welcome to my channel. I'm Joan and this is Joan's Pointed Plate. Today we are doing a collaboration video. There's a whole bunch of ladies and gentlemen in it. They are all linked in the description box below, and it is hosted by the fabulous Denise over at Dish with D. So Denise, thank you so much for hosting this collab and thank you for inviting me to be a part of it. Today we are talking about two subjects. The first subject is our Weight Watcher or weight loss journey, and the second subject is our YouTube channel. There are so many people in this collaboration and we are all on different parts of our journey. Some of us are just starting out, some of us are at the halfway point, some of us are very close to goal, and some of us are at goal and maintaining at lifetime status. So no matter where you are in your journey, these videos are sure to help you. So without further ado, I will get started telling you about my journey. This is not the first time I've done WW, and you hear that over and over again. The first time I did it, I was very successful. I was about 3 or 4 pounds from goal, and I got pregnant with my son. After he was born, I did go back to WW and was very successful again, losing all the weight I gained during the pregnancy, plus the little extra weight I gained during the pregnancy. And I was about 6 pounds from goal and got pregnant with my son, my second son. After he was born, that's where my big mistake came. I shed the baby weight pretty quickly, but then having 2 children under the age of 2 and really not taking care of myself, worrying about everybody else besides me, the weight started to creep up and creep up and creep up. Now, I'd like to say that my children are very young and I didn't let it go too long, but that would be a lie. My children are almost 20 and 18. So I let it go way too long, and I don't know why. I guess I just wasn't in the right mindset. I just wasn't ready. And then my mother moved in with us, and it was great. It was a great situation. She was very independent, very active. But then she got sick. So for the last year of her life, I was her primary caregiver. Because she lived with us, it was just easiest for me to be there 24/7. My brother and sister helped, but it's different when they live with you. So my main focus was on trying to still continue to take care of my husband and my children, and also now take care of my mother. My health, my well-being completely went out the window. Especially during those last 6 months that my mom was with us, that she was alive, she wasn't eating great. She didn't want to eat. And, she would just want a milkshake for dinner. Well, she has a milkshake for dinner. Sure, Mom, I'll have a milkshake with you. Or, it was whatever Mom wanted, Mom got. And I kind of just joined in with her. And that last year, 6 months, I really, really put on some pounds. So fast forward, my mom passed away in October of 2017. And, during that time, I didn't care what I was eating. People were bringing us food constantly and bringing us all good kind of stuff all the time. And I didn't worry about it. I just wanted to cope and I just wanted to get through. Sorry, I'm falling off my bed here. I have a house full of teenagers downstairs and I really needed to get this video done. So I'm doing this from my bedroom, which I usually don't do. So little adjustments needed. Anyway, so let's see, that was October of 2017. In January of 2018, my husband, who has been thin all his life, went to the doctors for his physical and was very unhappy with the number he saw on the scale. It was the heaviest he had ever been. So he came home from the doctors and he said to me, that's it. I'm going to watch what I eat. I'm going to get up and exercise every morning. I have to get these pounds off. He's like, I want to lose like 15 pounds. I said, okay, good for you. Excellent. I'll support you, whatever you do. And in the back of my mind, I was thinking, yeah, I should really do that too. My clothes were starting to get tight, and these were my comfortable clothes. So he, true to his word, really started watching what he was eating, watching his portion sizes, getting up every morning and exercising. And I thought, wow, I really should do something too. He kept it up all through the month of January, beginning, just doing great, and started losing the pounds. I thought, wow, I should really think about that. Then one night at the very end of January, it was my son's senior night for swim team. And I was wearing a white t-shirt and I was wearing his quarter zip swim shirt. It was way too big for me, even though I was at my heaviest, because my son is he's 6'3" and his shoulders are, you know, he was a football player. He's a thrower on the track team. He's big. So I was wearing his little, you know, quarter zip, and it came time to go down on deck and take pictures with our kids. Well, for some reason, my son didn't take a swim shirt with him. He had a track shirt. So of course, you know, that was like, okay, whatever. Here, wear your swim shirt for the pictures. So I took off the quarter zip and just had my white t-shirt on. Not that clothes can really hide you anyway. They really can't. But you know, you kind of feel hidden behind them. So we had pictures taken, and wow, that was the straw that broke the camel's back, was that picture. I look like a linebacker. It was horrible. I cried when I saw that picture, and I thought, what the heck did I do? What did I let myself, you know, how did I let myself go like this? And then right after that, I had a minor health scare. To me, it was major. To the doctor, it was minor. It was a blood pressure related thing, and it really freaked me out. And I'm like, you know what? This is crazy. I need to do something. I will, right here, pause this video, and I will insert the picture that put me over the edge. So see, I look like a linebacker. I just couldn't believe that picture. So now we're into the beginning of February, and a friend from church was doing WW and was very successful. She looked fantastic. Little did I know that this is February. I think back in September, she kind of quit going and thought, you know, I know what I'm doing. I can do this on my own. But I didn't know she had stopped going. And I called her up and I said, hey, Denise. Yes, that Denise, Dish with D Denise. And said, hey, I want to go to Weight Watchers with you. When do you go? She's like, well, kind of stopped going. She goes, but I need to get back. So when do you want to go? Let's go. So Denise, myself, and we all grabbed our friend Krista, and we headed to WW. It was still called, I think, it was still called Weight Watchers then, on February 13th, 2018. That was the day I decided I was going to take my health back and my life back, and I was not going to be afraid to look at pictures of myself ever again. So we went, and I had no idea how much I weighed. I knew what I told people I weighed, but I had no idea. When I saw 198.2 pounds, I almost died. I knew I was in like a size 14, 16, and they were getting tight. So I knew deep down, but you know, we kid ourselves. So I sucked it up and took that 198 and said, I'm going to smash this. And I set little goals for myself. My first goal was I wanted to lose 20 pounds by Memorial Day. So that gave me 3 months to lose 20 pounds. I thought that was totally doable. I'm like, you know what? I can do this. Well, I did it. I smashed that. I was over 30 pounds by Memorial Day. I embraced the program. I was in the right mindset, and I ran with it. I did. And I really, truly believe it was because I was in the right mindset. And I really, truly believe that it was the freestyle program. I know there's a lot of people out there, a lot of YouTubers out there that do not like freestyle. And I can't say enough great things about it. I'm still very mindful, especially of the 0 point foods. I do not overeat them. I do not abuse them. Not that everybody does, because they don't. I'm still mindful of my portion sizes and everything with the 0 point foods. And for me, freestyle has been a blessing, because for me, nothing is off limits. And I can work stuff into my day. I can work going out to eat into my day. So for me, freestyle has been fabulous. I know a lot of people are going back to Smart Points and Points Plus. And you know what? Whatever works for you. Everybody's different. Not everyone is cut from the same mold. So you have to find what works for you, and you have to do it. So that being said, I embraced freestyle and I took off with it. And like I said, I was over 30 pounds by Memorial Day. My next goal, which was actually the goal that was kind of in the back of my head when I started, is that I was turning 50 in September of 2018. And I wanted to lose 50 pounds by my 50th birthday. So that was my next thing. I was, at 30 something pounds, and I had, 20 to go before I did that. And I can proudly say that in August, I hit my 50 pound mark. So I did it before my birthday. My Weight Watchers goal that they had set for me was 146 pounds. My range was 117 to 146. I will never in my life weigh 117 pounds. I would be anorexic. I could never maintain it. I could never even get to it. So I chose the highest end of my range because I go to a franchise location. So I can be under my goal. I just can't be over. I could be down to 117 and they won't say anything as long as I'm in that healthy range. So I chose the highest goal, the 146, knowing I wanted to go a little bit lower, but knowing I just wanted to hit goal and get to lifetime and not have to pay anymore. I knew nothing was going to change. I have to eat this way the rest of my life. I have to do the program the rest of my life to maintain it, but I just wanted that free seat. And I'm a very goal-oriented person, and I'm very, very competitive. Not with other people, but with myself. I'm very competitive with myself. So I just wanted to smash that goal. So on September 11th of 2018, I did it. I hit my goal of 56 pounds plus some change. So I was ecstatic, and then I started maintenance, and I became lifetime on October 23rd of 2018. And then sometime in November, I hit my personal goal of 135 pounds. So that's my journey. So since then, I have been on maintenance. Maintenance is an entirely different mindset than losing. Each week when I was losing, man, you get that high getting on that scale. It feels great. Maintaining, for me, is harder than losing because you go up, you go down, you go up, you go down. And that was a really hard mindset for me to grasp because I didn't like going up. I only liked going down. Well, I can't go down anymore. I'm down where I need to be. My body is very comfortable between 135 and 136. I've gotten as low as 132, and that is not maintainable for me. I went right back up again. So for me, 135, 136 is the perfect place for me to maintain. I'm not saying I haven't hit 137 because I have. Luckily, I know the tools, I know the program, and I can get right on track and go right back down again to my happy place. So there are my stats. I started at 198.2. I've lost somewhere between 63 and 65 pounds. It varies, depending on the week. And my current weight is 134.8. And I did that from February of 2018 to September of 2018. So I had a relatively quick weight loss. For me, I am 50 years old. I am perimenopausal and I have thyroid disease. So my metabolism isn't the greatest. So I pretty much stick to my daily points. I don't use my weeklies unless there is a special occasion or something like that. For me to lose and maintain, I need to stick to my dailies. For me to lose the way I did, I actually ate a little bit under my dailies, usually about 20 points. To maintain, I go 20 to 23. And that's what works for me. And something works differently for everyone. I know people that can eat all their weeklies and still continue to lose. That just didn't work too well for me. And I think it's because of my thyroid and my hormone level and things like that. But once you find that sweet spot and you know what you're doing, you're good. So that is my journey. I am continuing to maintain. I said I was in a 14-16 that were getting tight. I am now in a size 2-4, extra small, small shirt. So from a 14-16 extra large to a 2-4 extra small, small. So I love shopping now. I will say I shop a little too much. It's a lot of fun. I never liked shopping before because I never felt like I looked good in anything. My husband always told me I did, and I just wasn't comfortable in my own skin. But now I'm comfortable, I'm confident, and I'm feeling so much better. I'm off all of my blood pressure medicine, and I was on one blood pressure medicine, but I am off of that completely, and that is a fantastic feeling. I was always active. Now I'm even more active, and it's easier activity. You know, we always used to hike and everything, but it was a strain. Now, not at all. I look for the hard trails. I look for the long trails. So that is my story. And now we'll discuss a little bit about my channel. But first, I'm going to pause you and let the dog in before she scratches down the door. So those pictures that I inserted were before and after pictures. Definitely a big difference. It took me about 30 pounds lost before I even dropped the size. And then once I hit that 30 pounds loss and kept going, the sizes dropped really, really quickly. You know, people always say, oh, 10 pounds of size. That wasn't the case for me. So if it's not the case for you, do not get discouraged. Do not get discouraged. And do not get discouraged if that scale's not moving. One thing I really wish I had done was take measurements. I really wish I had taken measurements, and I didn't, because I think on weeks when the scale didn't move like I expected it to, or didn't move like I wanted it to, I really think I was losing inches. Oh, one other thing, during my journey, I did exercise. That's a question I get asked a lot. Right when I started my journey, I started doing the C2 5K app. I love to run, and I used to run and then stopped. So I started back with the C2 5K app, the Couch to 5K. Started doing that every morning, or 4 or 5 times a week, and really build up to running. And now I run 3 miles several times a week, and I also do HIIT, high intensity interval training, a couple times a week. I do everything right at home. I do not belong to a gym. If I had to get in my car and drive to a gym, I would never go. It's just the kind of person I am. So I either go out and run through my neighborhood, or I go down the basement and run on the treadmill. Depends on my mood, depends on the weather. And for the HIIT training, I have an app on my phone called 8. It's the number 8, FIT, F-I-T. And I have followed that program. It starts you out as a novice or a beginner, and I'm up to Master 3 or Master 4 or something like that. It really kicked my butt this morning. So that's a great program, the 8 Fit. So, okay, that's the end of my journey. And now we'll talk about my channel a little bit. I started my channel back in February. I started it because I was watching a lot of other YouTubers, and I thought, man, that looks fun. And I really think I could contribute to people's success. One of my big mantras while I was losing the weight and while I'm maintaining the weight is, whatever you do to lose the weight, you need to do forever to maintain it. So eat the food you love and love the food you eat. If you decide that you're only going to eat cauliflower rice now and never real rice, that's great if you like it, and that's great if you're going to do it the rest of your life. But if you're doing that to lose the weight and then have the attitude, well, once I get to goal, I'll go back to regular rice, or I'll eat the zucchini noodles now, but once I get back to goal, I'm going to switch to the regular pasta. You are setting yourself up for failure, because whatever you did to lose the weight, you are going to need to continue to do. So I learned how to lighten up my family favorite recipes. I have, over 5,000 recipes on Pinterest that I was not going to let sit there. I take them and I tweak them, and I use most of my points for dinner. So my dinners are higher in point. They're anywhere from 10 to 14 points for dinner. So I can enjoy that food. You know, one of my favorite dishes was queso smothered chicken. And it was like 20 points the way I used to make it. And now I think it's 8 or 9 points. And it is absolutely delicious and just as good. So I started my channel to share my recipes and to share my love of cooking and just to try to help to show that if I can be successful, anyone can be successful. And I just want to build people up and give them that same success that I had and let them know that they can do it and let them know there are people in their corner. And you can go to the grocery store and get regular food and do it with regular food. You don't have to buy special food, and you don't have to buy the Weight Watchers snacks, you know, unless you love them. You don't have to buy, I don't know, like, you know, the online food and stuff like that unless you love it. You know, I can't see spending that much money on food because it is expensive. Food online's expensive. I can't do that. I have a family, and I am not making something different for my family than myself. We all eat the same thing in this house. We have since my children were babies, and I don't make separate meals for anyone. So I wasn't going to eat diet food while everyone else was eating regular food. I'm not making more work for myself. So I just wanted to show people through my channel that you can eat regular food. You can eat family-friendly recipes, and you can sit down to the table with your family and eat the same thing and enjoy it. Because like I said, you are in this for the long haul. This is not a quick fix. This is a lifestyle that you're going to have to maintain forever. As long as you want to keep the weight off, you're going to need to do it. So that is the main reason I started my channel. I'm absolutely loving it. I have made friends through YouTube that I never ever expected that. I mean, there are people I chat with across the country on a daily basis, and it's like I've known them forever. You know, I worry when they're sick. I celebrate with them when they have good news. It's crazy. I never ever thought that this WW YouTube community would be like this, and it is. It's fantastic. I'm having a great time. Yes, sometimes I complain when it's 10:30 at night and I just want to go to bed, but you know, I'm still editing, or my phone's not cooperating with my computer and I just want to go to bed, but it won't upload and I still have to edit and I still have to put text in. I complain, but you know what? It's all good. It's all good. And I love doing it. I absolutely love the comments I get from people that I truly believe I am helping people. The comments and emails I get are fantastic. So, you know, after I started the YouTube channel, well, actually, before I started the YouTube channel, I started a Facebook group with Denise. Back in January, we started a Facebook group because we were in some other Facebook groups and didn't love them because there was a lot of negativity. There was a lot of food shaming. There was a lot of whining, and we just didn't like it. So we said, you know what? We can start our own and make our own rules. And that's what we did. Whoever thought our Facebook group would have over 25,000 members? It's crazy. We love it. We have a great time doing it. We have great moderators and great admins. Without them, we could never do it because it is a lot of work, especially with Denise and I also doing YouTube and Instagram. And I also have a website. I started a website back in, I think, May, because I needed somewhere to put all my recipes. I had to have somewhere to dump them all so everyone could access them. And I started that back in May. So that is a lot of upkeep and a lot of maintenance, you know, in addition to taking care of my family and doing a full-time job. And I do a lot of volunteer work. So life is busy. Life is busy. But you know what? Not too busy to be successful and take care of myself. Because if I wasn't taking care of myself, I wouldn't have the energy to do all this. So that's the main reason I started my channel. I just wanted to put out there that, you know what? Anybody can do this. You can be successful. You have the tools, you need the mindset, and you know what? Sometimes we need a little help from our friends, and that's what I'm here to do. I am here to encourage. I am here to cheer you on. I am here to cry with you. I am here sometimes to put your butt in gear and say, you know what? Yeah, you had a bad week. Suck it up, get on that scale, and let's get back on program, because it's happened to all of us. And like I said, the people in this collab, everybody's at a different part of their journey. So make sure you watch everyone's videos, because they're all going to be able to help you, no matter where you are in your journey. So I guess that's it for me. I've probably talked way too long. I thought this was going to be a quick 7-minute video, 8-minute video, and yeah, it's not. So that's it. Thank you so much for all of your love and support for my channel. I appreciate it. I appreciate your kind comments. I appreciate your thumbs up. I get the thumbs down on every video, and that's okay too, because like I always say, I'm not everyone's cup of tea. And that's okay. You don't have to like me. So make sure you check out all the wonderful guys and gals down in the description box below. I cannot wait to watch all their videos and hear about their journeys. A lot of them I know, but I'm sure there's little snippets I don't know. And give them some love. Subscribe to their channel if you haven't already, and let them know that you came from me, and I can let them know. And if you came from someone else, please put in the description box below where you came from so I can be sure and thank them. And that's it for me. Have a fantastic evening. Stay on plan. If you ever need help, I am an email away, and I will be happy to give you whatever you need. Give you a kick in the butt, give you a pat on the back, or give you some mom words, whatever it is you need. Have a great day, everyone, and thank you so much for your continued support.